Hello everybody, welcome back to Project Cars 2, where we're continuing and finishing the Juniors Championship at Donington and Snetterton today. First up, Donington in our Generator G40 Junior. Let's see what the... Oh, it's clear weather, it's dry after the last two races. It is so nice to see some dry weather, half an hour of driving, well basically half an hour driving in rain, and struggle bussing my way through the life of a racing driver. We get a nice clear dry day at Donington to let the G40 loose. We will be starting from 12th on the grid, dead last, in our number 21 car, which seems to have two numbers on it. Green light and away we go. So let's see where we can get up to by the first corner. We're already up to 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th. 5th. By the exit of the first corner, we're in 4th. Now, unfortunately, this is the bit of Donington that I'm actually good at. Where I become very weak is this section up here. Especially the... Whoops. Especially, I think it's McLean's up here, the double right-hander. That just has, to me, impossible apexes. I feel like that should have been the third. This one almost definitely should be, but might... What? It gained no time. Slow down to avoid a penalty. Wait, what? No. Yet again, we're not going to be using 6th, because we're going to be going down into 2nd for the chicane. That was a good guess. Now the reason that you might notice the United Juniors UK Championship races at some odd tracks, some odd layouts. They do this in real life. They do actually race at some interesting layouts of well-known tracks like the Silverstone National Track and the Donington National Track. But they also do go to some kind of less internationally known tracks like Snetterton, like Donington, like Knockhill. And there too they use slightly shortened versions, like it's Snetterton, it's the 200 track, which isn't really the full track, but it's relatively close to it. You know, I'm just gonna drive defensive lines around here because I have no idea where, like, how to take these corners. It's gonna pop up. Slow down because you gain an advantage by taking what I would consider the racing line, which is popping two wheels onto the grass there to cut it tight. Into 5th. Brakes super late for the chicane. I've got it wrong. Guy in 2nd is going to be able to come back at me here. We are just over 3 minutes into the race. 11, basically 12 minutes remaining. You might notice in my brake input that I never press the brake down fully. It's always like halfway or thereabouts. That's because that's where the most efficient braking actually is. You don't ever want to be using the full brake pedal in a racing car. If ever you see me using full brake, it's because I'm about to crash and I want to stop that. Like now. That was bad. Of course, any little mistake, the AI just makes a choo-choo train and passes you en masse. try taking this in third and see what happens. That kind of works. Okay, don't break out on the rumble strip, Dave. That is a surefire way of unbalancing the car. Okay, let's try braking here. I want to try. I don't even want to try and be the last of the late breakers of that chicane. I just want to brake and make the chicane.
That's your fastest final split time so far. Nice driving.
You might notice that I'm occasionally a bit tougher on the brakes than other times. Usually at high speed you can use a bit more brake because what a little downforce this car does produce, which isn't much because there's no wings, no aero bits and pieces all over it, like you'd see on a GT3 car or a GTE or a prototype or touring car. What little downforce this car does produce is all going to be at high speed. It's all going to be at probably over 100 miles an hour, 160 kph. Which, by the way, I use kph so the cars look faster. So, it looks like I'm taking this at 100 miles an hour if you don't realise that I'm actually using kilometers an hour, and that was about 60 miles an hour I went through that corner. I do seem to be a bit faster than the AI, which is bound to be a good thing, but I mean, my pace is a bit all over the place. That was for sure the neatest that I took the chicane so far.
Good lap. That's your fastest lap so far today.
Odd that he said my fastest, but not the fastest of the race, so that means the AI is just playing faster than me around here. Well, we're going on a magical mystery tour across the grass now, aren't we? Slow down to... Oh my god, I actually gained time doing that and the game didn't shout at me. I cut like half the... Oh, beautiful logic there, game. Well, you've cut off the track. There's no advantage there because you were on the grass and you were at least trying to slow down. Going sideways through the grass? Oh, that's an advantage. Oh, maybe this has popped up for the insane cut that I did. No, because I've still gained time overall. I have no idea what just happened. On the bright side, I figured out that chicane.
Great, tough. That's the fastest final sector so far. 7 minutes to go.
Just over halfway through the race then, we've got 7 minutes to go. I haven't really been keeping track of the time. It's looking like I'll be doing some off-camera driving to actually get through probably this series. We can go on to the... I think there might be a global series of United Juniors, even though it doesn't exist in real life. But I'll probably redo this series and...
Great job.
Assuming we don't get through to the, whatever the next series up is, European or global or whatever it is, and just get it to, so that we can do something different. That, whoa, what? I gained no advantage there. I lost time. Game, please stop. I mean, I'm gonna have to just... You're slowing down. to intentionally lose time, always hold the clutch. Because you lose less speed that way. I just took that chicane in third gear and that's a second gear chicane. That was incredibly dumb and very yeah, questionable driving on my part just then. It does look like we might gain a position here. If I just nudge myself into position here. Nudge him out of the way. Oh no, I'm gonna have to hemorrhage time.
5 minutes remaining.
I'm gonna have to come to a stop on track. So that's where the game kind of fails. Like, you've got 30 seconds to give position back to the guy that is, you know, 3 miles back, and just hemorrhage time for the sake of hemorrhaging time. You know, that's the end of my race. The best I can hope for now is 11th. Because I'm not going to gain 13 seconds in 4 minutes.
Minutes to go.
The really annoying thing is the AI could pull that exact same move on me and get 0 punishment whatsoever. I'm not slowing down because the worst they'll do is give me a 1-second penalty. Normally I'd slow down because I don't want to lose like a second, but there's nothing to lose here. Oh, 2-second penalty. Well, I've got 4-second lead over the guy behind me, so I'm fine.
Three minutes remaining.
This is really just kind of make up as much time as I can so that when I lose the 2 seconds at the very end of the race that it doesn't lose me position. So I know the guy coming out of that corner in second gear, but I seem to get a bit more drive by coming out in third and kind of using torque that maybe doesn't exist.
2 minutes to go.
Maybe I'm just imagining things and I probably should actually be taking that corner second. Definitely up here the second corner I get a lot more pull than the AI do out of it. I gain a lot more momentum up here.
That's your fastest time in Sector 2 so far today. Great job.
The real question is, can I catch the guy ahead of me who's like 6 seconds ahead in a lap? Which is, yeah, that's going to be a no, but I'm going to try. It's going to be a definite no because I just screwed up the hairpin. The hairpin, chicane. Might as well be a hairpin, it's slow. It's a real kind of bus stop chicane. I hate those chicane layouts, the bus stops. They're just Like, they serve a purpose in that they slow the cars down coming onto a straight or just coming off a straight or something. But I always find that they just break the rhythm of the track. Even at Le Mans, the two Mulsanne the two Mulsanne chicanes, like, sure, they're relatively fast chicanes, and they're both identical, although they're both taken slightly differently. They just break up the circuit for no real good reason other than to slow the car, well, to make sure the circuit gets FAI certified. Because they made a rule that tried to make Le Mans not a thing anymore, and Le Mans just came back by putting chicanes on the track.
That's the best second sector so far.
They just, other than just plain slowing the cars down, they serve no purpose to the track. They're just there for the sake of being there because the rules say they have to be. And I hate when track designers do that. It's like, why is that chicane there? Well, because overtaking opportunity. Well, why didn't you just line that up better or have a really nice kind of sweeping chicane? A high-speed sweeper. Because that could have been a really nice high-speed sweeper. I know that it's there mainly because to get onto the loop section with the Melbourne hairpin of Donington, but I hate when, you know, track designs do that, where they just have these chicanes that are just there for the sake of being there. I hate it. Anyway, that's second to last. We're probably not gonna get out of this. I'm gonna really quickly go to the replay and get a screenshot. I'm not gonna go to the replay from there, actually. I'm gonna skip the cooldown lap and then go to the replay. We finished basically last. Best lap 128.9. Yeah, we didn't even get fastest lap, so we got basically no points. I'm gonna get a screenshot real quick for potential thumbnails, so... let's see what we can do here. That's a bit too similar to the last thumbnail. I just rewind a small bit here. There's a potential thumbnail. And it's on to Snetterton 200, which is a track that I'm terrible at. So yeah, we got 10 more points, which means we're still 7th, but we're, I think now, completely... yeah, we've won one race and got one podium, but I think we're kind of out of the running for the overall championship now, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Group 5 Turbo Master, oh good lord, Group 5. Mercedes Winter Wildlands. Sweet. Got 2 more invites. Nothing seemed to work for me again. Want to participate? I might do the Porsche event, or maybe the Group 5 Turbos next time. But for now, let's go to Snetterton, and the reason that I want to do an event next, and probably dedicate an entire video to it, is because I kind of want to... I might actually record next week's videos now, after this one, and get ahead of myself, and we might do a couple of events. So, I'm going to be crap at this race. This might be cut short as a video segment, but let's get into gear. Let's see how we do. 15 minutes of Snetterton 200, which is a track that I'm very not good at. Particularly the last couple of corners. Actually, this bit too. Because it's just... this is very much a bus stop segment. I hate it. It's like... you get that horrific corner, and then you get this really nice long straight immediately afterwards. Which I'm going to take it 3 wide! Oh yes, all aboard the suicide bus. And somehow I not only survived that, but took the lead! That was just an open invitation for a huge crash. I have no idea how to take these two corners. This is where I lose, like, all the time in the world. Because I'm just bad at these two corners. Can gain time, I think, around most of the track, but once I get to that point, just like, I lose all ability to figure out a line. Yeah, I really kind of think that might be a fourth gear corner, but I don't want to risk it. Like, I'm in the lead, that's all I really want right now. Who designed that corner? Right, we're gonna lose a bit of time compared to our last lap going down the straight here because we don't have a slipstream, and we're gonna gain a bit of the corner at the end because we don't have the suicide bus going tightest in a 3 wide situation. So yeah, you can see that we're losing 1/10 of a second here because we don't have the extra speed. What we do have is way too much speed. And it's... oh no! Oh dear. Oh no! What I've done now is I've handed Mr. Curry, Tim Curry has got the win, because he now has a 6-second lead over literally everybody else. I'm trying a line here. It was a line. So now I've got to try and catch Tim Curry. 6 seconds, 6.1 seconds, and 11 minutes to close the gap. Oh, we're gonna yeet it around turn 1 here. 4th gear, yeet. Oh hey, it's stuck. We've just gained 2 seconds in one corner.
That's the best second one time of anyone so far. Great job, keep it up.
Apparently, the correct way to do turn 1 at Snetterton 200 is just say, yeet. And away you go and you're good. Do not spin. There we go. Yeah, we lost a tiny bit of time there, but let's try that same tactic here with the second to last corner. I'm not going to lift. I gotta lift, I gotta lift, I gotta lift. See, this is why I hate the corner, because that happens. We've got the same 6-second gap back again. You ain't passing me. No. Still no.
That's a new personal best. Good job. Keep pushing.
Okay. Yeet. That was 3/10 faster. There's the really tricky corners on this track that I have trouble with, which kind of makes sense because they're tricky corners. Like here, I kind of feel like this first bit should be almost between 3rd and 4th gear, and then down to 2nd for the second bit, and break a bit more than I did just there, but I've definitely lost less time than I would have otherwise. This is just flat.
Fastest second sector. Great driving.
And then this corner is a weird mix of like lifting and using about 6 different apexes. to get you to that point where you can brake and maybe make the corner on a good day. But this should be the fastest lap of the race because I gained like a second in turn 1.
Nice one, that's your fastest lap so far.
Here we go again. Down to 4th, and there's the apex, let's go. Now for the AI, they take a second apex somewhere along the line that slows them down again. And also here I seem to take a bit of a tighter line than the AI that seems to gain me a bit of time, maybe, on Tuesday. I definitely gained time there, but I'm 6 tenths slower, so... I gained time on the AI, but not on myself. Let's see what the AI does up here. Because I can use that as a marker for myself. So they brake about here. I mean, they're taking this bit in 4th. And they take a bit of a... That makes a lot more sense than the way I tried to take it last lap.
Okay, mate, let's see if we can get him on this lap. Try to force an error. He's under big pressure now. Come on, you can take him.
So now for the most awkward corner in the world, where you want to be tight but wide, but tight but wide, but get in somewhere along here. To that point where you can then accelerate out, and now I've closed the 6-second gap. You, sir, are extremely slow.
7 minutes to go.
I'm taking the lead and set the new fastest lap.
Just set fastest lap of the race.
So they kind of keep slowing and use a late apex there, but if I take a really early one that just seems to gain me nothing but time.
You've extended your lead to 1 second. Good job.
And there was an apex there, I promise. I just was nowhere near it. I've already got a second on him, and I'm just pulling away. So this is probably going to be, I guess, race over in a good way, but a bit of a shame that there's not going to be much of a race. Yeah, that is just a better line the AI takes than I was taking. I did also notice that out here, let's try the more AI line here of just kind of almost forgetting the corner exists up until this point where you kind of really make a harsh turn in to get a straight line for the braking zone, which I then screw up. So no, that was not a better line. And I'm just so woefully inconsistent with that corner that I don't think it really matters what line I take, I'll be woefully inconsistent anyway. That's a 133 dead. No, 132,979 apparently. We've gained our second through turn 1, so we're fine.
5 minutes remaining.
Oh, I found a new apex there. And it seems to work. Yeah, because I've gained another second. Okay. So the ultra late, maybe no apex works with that corner for some reason. And here you're just kind of off throttle, brakes. Hope that it sticks. That was a terrible line. I'm gonna stick to my kind of 16 apex approach to this corner. Because it at least gets me through this corner.
4 minutes to go.
That's all that really matters. Like, if I can get through that last corner, I don't care. As long as I'm not 3 miles off the track in the grass, as long as I get through that corner, I don't care because I get the second up at turn 1 here anyway. you know, I gain all the time in the world at turn 1. And then I completely screw up turn 2. And Tokyo Drift turn 3. You know, that's completely up. I've only lost half a second off my fastest lap. So, what we've learned so far about Snetterton 200 is turn 1 is Send Central, turns 2 and 3 are death, turns 4 and 5 right here are just bad, turn 6 is barely existent at all, and Janetta Jr. you just kind of aim the wheel roughly where you want to be at the end, it gets you through. This turn here I have no idea what it even is or what it wants to be, but it's definitely a turn, and this is the worst turn on the track because you're braking off camber. How did I gain time? Oh, I didn't. I did. Kind of. So let's go through this one more time. Turn 1 here, which maybe turns 1 and 2 actually, looking at it. It's supposed to be a double apex, but just take whatever apex you feel like, but keep the throttle pinned. Once you're off the brakes, pin the throttle. Turns 2 and 3 here, 3 and 4 are just kind of get in, find apex at the first part, bounce it up onto the curbs for the second part, and you're pretty good.
That's the best sector time of anyone so far. Great job. Keep it up.
This straight is the toughest part of the track then, because you've got nothing to do. You just kind of gotta wait for the car to get to the end of the straight. By the marker board for Brundle. Oh, no wonder this corner is terrible. It's named after Martin Brundle. Yeah, Brundle Nelson, you just kind of hope for the best. I'm pretty sure that corner said Sam's Hole, but I think it might be the Bomb Hole. For this one, which I couldn't quite get the name of, you just turn in at some point and you might get there. Please tell me this is Hamilton. Oh, it's Murray's. Oh, it's named after Murray Walker. I can't hate this corner anymore. It's named after the best commentator in the world ever. It's Murray's Corner, you know, it's named after Murray Walker. I've got an 8-second lead, by the way.
Okay, last lap. This is your last lap. Hold it together.
So what's Yeet Corner called? Riches. Who the hell is Rich? I forgot that Snetterton did this and had the corner names. This one's called Montreal, possibly because you go so wide it sends you to Montreal. That was just bad. This is the Bentley Straight, where your car magically turns into a Bentley. Should I really be doing comical commentary coming around here? This is Martin Brundle's corner, which means that it's boring and just causes problems. Into Nelson, probably named after Nelson PK. Hopefully not Junior, because then it'll crash intentionally. Yes, this is the bomb hole. Presumably at one point there was a bomb here. This one's Coram or Cream? And into the best corner on the track suddenly, Murray Walker's corner. Where, oh my god, I've got it wrong once again. But we do come across the line on the apparently unnamed straight. Just take out a couple of signs on the way. We finished, but I really want to go around to... the other side of the track and figure out what that corner that I truly hate is, the one that I keep taking 17 different apexes on. So we're actually going to do the cooldown lap here, just so that I can figure out what the corner is actually called. Because My curiosity knows no bounds. Let's take out the Bentley sign. Screw you, Bentley sign. And you, sign. And you. And I'm blind now, so I hit another sign somewhere along the way. And just because I really strongly dislike Martin Brundle, screw your sign. Okay, so that one's definitely called the bomb hole. What the hell is this corner called? Quorum. What the hell does that even mean? And we've stalled, so that's as good a place as any to skip the cooldown lap. We did get a second win and the fastest lap, which means we get, I think, 26 points or 36 points for this round, which moves us up into 5th. 33 points off the eventual winner. And what does that mean for the series? Did not successfully complete the series. Okay. But we did, however, unlock the Janetta Juniors Challenge, apparently. Oh no, that was it. No, we've impressed Janetta by being terrible. So apparently we've now got Janetta's Proving Ground available. Which is, let's do cat. No. What's the Porsche Proving Ground? I mean, Porsche has a lot of motorsports history. What's the Porsche Proving Ground look like? Better not be on a 0 coast and a 918 Spider. 1 lap of a straight line, okay. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I might do an invitational or manufacturer drive next time, just to move things on and do something different. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.